Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 just officially got announced, and you know that means we gotta start coming out with the prediction and the theory videos and the wishlist videos for this game. This game is probably the most hyped I've been for a game in a very, very long time, my boys. Even Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 did not bring this amount of hype for one reason and one reason alone. We had just had Xenoverse 1 a year and a half ago. Literally, the gap between Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1 is like a year and a half total. This is a complete reboot of an amazing Dragon Ball game series 16 years later down the line. That is absolutely insane, and that is a definite reason why the hype for this game is so immense and just out of control. Like, literally, this game was trending on Twitter for over 2 days, my boys, and trending with insane amounts of tweets as well. But in today's video, what I want to talk about is my top 10 characters that I would like to see come to this game. And I know a lot of people will probably say the characters I'm going to list off are like maybe obvious or definitely going to be in the game without a doubt. And I just want to say this because a lot of people fully expect this game to have a roster similar to Budokai Tenkaichi 3 or maybe even larger. And honestly, guys, I don't think that's going to happen. I'll probably go in depth on why in a later video because it is a pretty big discussion as to why it won't happen. But I'll just put out the obvious right now. Most likely this game still will have a good to big sized roster. It just probably won't be what Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was, because you guys got to think the models for this game are completely brand new. Everything about this game is completely brand new. It is a reboot, not an actual true sequel to Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which means they have to make all the brand new models for all these characters, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of money without a doubt. So again, I'm not expecting a massive roster, but still a fairly decent sized roster without a doubt, at least somewhere between 50 to 100 characters. But with that being said, again, I want to go into my top 10 characters that I want to see included in this game without a doubt. Now, actually getting into my top 10 list of characters that I truly want to see in this game on release. First and foremost, we got my man's Beast Gohan. Like I said, I think that this story will most likely lead up until that arc/movie, and I'm truly hopeful that it does because I really want Beast Gohan to be in this game day one. He is a character that I've wanted to literally play in any kind of Dragon Ball game since he was announced and showcased for the first time before even the movie came out. Now, we are getting him in Xenoverse 2 fairly soon with DLC 16, but at the same time, he is a character that I have had the most hype for when it comes to Dragon Ball in a very long time, just because I love Gohan, and finally my man got some love again in the actual show. So without a doubt, he's number 1 on my list. Number 2 on the list, Rose Goku Black. This is a character that I think is probably one of the coolest villains in Dragon Ball history, so without a doubt I would definitely want to see him in the base roster, and most likely he definitely will be in. But with that being said, moving on to number 3, it is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This is a character that did make it into Raging Blast 2. I don't think I remember if he was in Raging Blast 1 or not. But this is a character that I definitely would like to see come back in the Budokai Tenkaichi series. 1, because, well, we haven't seen him since Raging Blast 2. And 2, the man honestly looks dope in a Super Saiyan 3 form. So without a doubt, I really hope that they do add in some what-if characters, and he is one of them. Next up on my list, guys, I have Dragon Ball Super Broly. Broly, in my opinion, the new version, I think personally is better than the old version. Now, aesthetically, maybe not. I do like the design and how the look of old Broly was, especially in his like Super Saiyan 1 form or whatever, where his hair was blue. Like, I don't know what form that is exactly called, but that version of Broly I've always liked, and it's one of my favorite character designs without a doubt in Dragon Ball history. But at the same time, I really do like DBS Broly from a character standpoint and hope that he does make it into this game on the base roster. Now, next up, I have another Broly, but it is in that what-if form, and that is Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Super Saiyan 3 Broly is another character that was in Raging Blast 2 that I truly hope does make a return in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. This is a character that, again, looks insanely cool with his Super Saiyan 3 form, and seeing that in this game would be really cool because just like Vegeta, we have not been able to play this man since Raging Blast 2. Now, moving on, at number 6, guys, it's actually 2 characters, but if one of them makes it in, the other definitely will as well, and that is Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Vegito. Both of these characters I feel would be really cool, and I hope that they do something with the opening scene with Gogeta and Broly, because that Gogeta versus Broly fight actually originated in Budokai 3's intro, and then it was in one of the Budokai Tenkaichi intros as well. I believe it was 2 or 3, but do not remember for sure where they fought each other in the intro. Again, it's been a while since I've seen those, but definitely in Budokai 3 and in one of the Budokai Tenkaichi intros, you got to see Gogeta versus Broly. It would be cool to see an updated version of that with like Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta up against maybe either Super Saiyan 3 Broly or Dragon Ball Super Broly. So that's something that I really hope I really hope he's not only a character, but also is in the intro up against Broly, just to bring back that nostalgia feel. Coming in at number 7 though on the list, guys, I have Android 21. This is kind of a what if character, I guess you could say. A character that is by no means guaranteed at all, but I would definitely love to see in this game, and hopefully her Majin form as well. Now, I really like Android 21 as a character. She is cool in Fighters, she's cool in Xenoverse 2, so definitely would like to see this character in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and I know a lot of you guys out there would love to see her as well. But with that being said, moving on to number 8, guys, this is a character that sadly has not been in any real like Dragon Ball game. Yes, this character has made appearances in Legends and in Dokkan, but in terms of like real Dragon Ball fighting games, we have never seen Rage Trunks. Rage Trunks is a character that I still to this day think we got cheated out of in Xenoverse 2, along with Corrupted Zamasu. Even though Corrupted Zamasu eventually came around to be a Crystal Raid boss character, we still have no way of playing the man Rage Trunks in Xenoverse 2, which again, I feel we were just robbed from that man, because he was in the game, in the story, all things like that. All they had to do was make the man's playable, add in some skills, and he would have been good to go. But again, sadly, that never happened. So I really hope that he does make it in as an actual playable character, or just a version of Trunks where you can transform into that version of him, so we can actually play this character in a Dragon Ball game for the very first time. Now, the next character I have on the list does come from, I guess you could say, Xenoverse 2, and that would be Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Another kind of what-if character, I guess you could say, and clearly I really like the Super Saiyan 3 what-ifs because, well, I have 3 of them mentioned on this list. So Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is a character that I do hope makes it in because, well, again, I just love the Super Saiyan 3 form. I think it goes really well on the 3 characters, especially that I mentioned on this list right here with Vegeta, Broly, and Bardock. They just all look so damn cool with that form, so I really do hope that that form of Bardock does make it into this game in some way, shape, or form. Now, the last character I have on this list, I really couldn't decide on who between Ultra Instinct Goku and Hit, but I decided to just go Ultra Instinct Goku. I think he would bring more hype to the game overall, and a lot more people would probably want him over Hit within this game. So that's why I decided to go with him on the number 10 spot on this list. But I do think he would work more similar to how he does in Fighters as opposed to Xenoverse 2. I don't think that auto dodge thing we'll probably ever see in any other fighting game when it comes to Dragon Ball besides the Xenoverse world. And again, I just don't like the dodge thing like I've mentioned in the past when it comes to him even in Xenoverse 2. So I'm hopeful that he plays more similar to how he does in Fighters than he actually does in Xenoverse 2, because again, that dodge thing for me personally, I just don't like the mechanic, and I don't like using the character with that mechanic either. So again, I really hope he's more similar to Fighters than Xenoverse 2 without a doubt. But that is my top 10 characters. Kind of can say 11 since I considered Gogeta and Vegito in one, but really my top 10 list of characters that I really want to see in the game on the base roster when it does drop. Let me know down below in the comments what characters you guys want to see most in Budokai Tenkaichi 4 in the base roster when it does drop, because honestly, characters like Beast Gohan do have a possibility of potentially being DLC. I really do hope that he is in the game when it actually does drop and in the base game. But out of all my characters that I listed, I feel he has the most likelihood of being a DLC character. And then of course, between the 4 what if characters, I don't know if those will get in for sure. Now the other 5 I feel very confident in characters like Rose Goku Black, DBS Broly, UI Goku. I was gonna say Rage Trunks, but I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how confident I am in that man being in the game, considering he hasn't been in any game up until this point in time, but I'm very hopeful for him. And then Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Vegito, out of those 5, I do feel those are the guaranteed ones on my list to make it in. Now the other ones, are What Ifs and Beast Gohan, who again, I'm just truly hopeful he is on this game with the base roster. So let me know what you guys think of my list of characters, and then also, what are your list of characters that you really want to see in the game on release? When Budokai Tenkaichi 4 comes out, what characters do you want to see the most on that base roster? Let me know down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.